Howdy everyone, it's Kyra and welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited, you guys, to be sitting down and filming a makeup video. I swear y'all, I have not sat down to film an actual sit down tutorial review anything in a few months. I think it's been since like July. I think was the last time I actually sat down to film a video. And I needed the break, do not get me wrong, a lot's been going on, you guys know, but I did not think that I would ever miss filming this much. Like, I have been desperately in need to sit down and talk to you guys or talk to a camera, to beat my face, to get myself together, and I am so excited to finally be back to be doing this for you guys. Did you guys miss me? I don't know. Y'all let me know down below if you guys have missed my videos and if you guys are excited for this one. So I'll go ahead and stop rambling and hop into today's video. So for my first video back, I wanted to do a product review. Now, during my hiatus, JUVIA'S Place came out with their new foundation sticks, and they were so kind as to gift me their, I believe this may be all of them. It is a very huge, generous package, so I'm very thankful for that. And this may be all of the shades. And so, you guys know, well, you all may not know this if you have not watched my videos continuously in the past, but I am a sucker for a good stick foundation. Let me tell you why. Stick foundations are great for on-the-go makeup. Like, they're great for an everyday look. They're great for traveling. They're great for just keeping something in your purse for if you're ever out and about and you want to touch up. They're just really good compact foundations, and I love finding a good quality one. Right now, my current go-to is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have tried a few others in the past, like the Maybelline one that I didn't quite love. I've also tried out the Black Radiance one, which was okay. But I have been looking for a good full coverage one. And people have been in my DMs telling me that the JUVIA'S Place foundation stick is a winner. So we will see. But again, it is they're called the multi-purpose, no. What are they called? They're called okay, so they're just called the JUVIA'S Place, the shade sticks, okay? So they're supposed to be multi-purpose sticks that can be used to conceal, correct, highlight, and contour. And it says that they have medium to full buildable coverage, and they're available at JUVIA'sPlace.com and also Ulta Beauty locations. So I went ahead and swatched all 30 of them, and I pulled out the shades that I think would be close to my skin tone, close for highlight, and close for contour or cream bronzer. And I'll just go ahead and do them one by one. I'm pretty sure I'm the shade Mozambique, but honestly a lot of these shades look the same, and they have very slight differences in their undertones. Alright, so here's the shade Mozambique. I'm going to put that there. Ooh, first of all, y'all, look at that coverage. And look at how smooth and creamy that is. Okay, so there's Mozambique. Here's Brasilia. Looks like this. No, that's definitely too light. Okay. Here's the shade Granada. Still too light. I'll put that maybe for highlight. Here's the shade Jasmel or Jacmel. Okay. That one, if you can look really closely, this one here has a little bit of a gray or olive undertone. So this definitely will not work for me, because I can tell you once I apply it all over, it's going to look ashy. Here's the shade Dominica, and that is too light. Okay, and then here's the shade Mauritania. Okay, still a little bit too light, so that is a no. And then lastly, we have Madagascar. And Madagascar is just a little bit too orange. And then for cream contour, let's see. Okay, so I have Abidjan, Abidjan, which is that color there. It's a little bit on the warmer side, like it is a little bit more red than I'd like. So that I'm not too crazy about, but it may work. Okay, I also have this one here, which is Genia. It's spelled Guinea. that's normally what I do, kind of like here in this family. So I think this may be it right here. And then here's the shade Cameroon, which is too dark. I don't like to go too dark. You guys know this. I prefer my cream contour, cream bronzer to be as natural as possible. So I am leaning towards that one. And then lastly, we have highlight. Using some of those same shades we used earlier. So here is, this is Dominica. Okay, here is Granada. Honestly, I feel like both of those could work. I could tell that Dominica is a little bit more on the olive scale. You can kind of see it there. It has like a slight gray undertone, but I feel like it may still work. Or actually, it may just be more neutral. But I also like Granada also. Let's see this one. This is Brasilia. And that's too light. Alright, so we are all up close and personal. Before I go ahead and apply the foundation, I am first going to go ahead and set my face with the Urban Decay Quick Fix Setting Spray. And then I'm going to go with the face oil just to make sure that my skin is really nice and moisturized. I don't know what in the world is going on with Texas weather, but for the first time in like forever, y'all, we have literally bypassed fall and just went straight to winter. I don't know what is going on, but it's literally like last night the temperature dropped. Yesterday the high was like 70 something. You guys, tonight it's gonna get to like 28 degrees. What in November? I'm like, what is going on? My skin has just been a whole lot drier, which is normal. Like my skin always tends to get drier during the winter, which is why I claim to be combination skin. But during the winter time and fall, well, mainly winter, but kind of bypassed fall and went straight to winter. But normally during the winter, my skin gets a lot drier, and so I try to keep it as moisturized as possible. I have not, for the past few weeks, I have not been using a mattifying primer now, just because I find that my skin gets extremely dry if I use one, and my makeup actually looks terrible. I'm just using the Tarte Smoothing Primer, but that is pretty much all I've been using. I have not been using my Becca for the past like few weeks now. So I am using the Maybelline Versatile Cream Palette, which you guys know is one of my current favorites. I love this correcting palette. It's a drugstore, it's creamy, and like I have nothing bad to say about it at all. Doing my neck test, whenever I blend it into my neck, it completely disappears. So I feel like this is the right one. So I'm gonna take it and just swipe it all over. Now, first thing I notice is how creamy this foundation stick is. It is so creamy, you guys, which gets me excited because I feel like whenever I go to blend it out, it should blend out extremely easily. Like I have used some foundation sticks in the past where the actual stick itself is pretty drying. Like once you kind of swipe it on your face, it actually feels dry and it's really, really hard to blend out. But this is super creamy, and so I feel like once I go ahead and blend it out, it should blend out like a dream. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my brush with some spray, and I'm hoping this is going to be full coverage. It'll give me a nice natural finish. Like I don't want it to look cakey at all, or like look like I have foundation on my skin, you know? That's what I do not want. Okay, so far the color looks amazing. Ooh, y'all, coverage. Okay, no lie, just even this cheek area over here, I am in love. This is for sure more coverage than my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick. Like with that one, I have to apply on 2 or 3 layers, or I'll just do 1 layer and then go in with like a thicker concealer or a more full coverage concealer just to kind of cover up those spots that are peeping through. But this one here, for sure, I don't even know why I say it's medium. On here it says it's medium to full coverage, medium to full buildable, but that looks pretty full to me. Now maybe, I guess maybe it could be even more fuller coverage, like maybe like around here. But again, y'all know that like even though I do like full coverage, I'm not a stickler for covering up every single imperfection. Like I prefer skin to look like skin. And I also love like how it's not mattifying me down. Like it still looks like skin. I still have some of that luminosity to my skin. It still looks nice and natural, not cakey. It's looking really good. I can kind of see how it is, I would say, buildable, because I can kind of see like those areas under my eyes could definitely be covered a little bit more. It feels really lightweight, you guys. Like right now I don't feel like I have anything on my skin, like at all. Okay, so going in with one more layer. And you guys know by now that whenever I am using a brush like this, which is my favorite brushes, this right here is the Morphe M439 brush, but I do prefer to use dome-shaped brushes for a foundation. And whenever I go in and blend out my foundation, I typically use more stippling motion versus like swiping or circular motion, just because you get a much more flawless finish if you just stipple it on. You can't see at all where my foundation meets my skin. So that's one thing I already love about it, is that this shade is pretty much perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and supply this first. And this appears to be a good like natural highlight color, but we'll see how it blends out, because like I said, for me typically foundation sticks do not really, not that it doesn't work, it just doesn't give me the coverage and the brightness that I like. I can already tell that I need something lighter, but taking a beauty blender and just blending this in. Okay, honestly, I don't quite care for it as a concealer or a highlight. As a base, yes, it looks great. But you guys know me, like whenever, like if I'm doing full glam, I want my under eye area to be flawless. I like a bright highlight, or, you know, bright enough for my skin tone. And I personally like full coverage under my eyes. And I feel like this is not giving me full coverage at all. So I'm going to go in and just take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Golden, one of my OGs, and just highlight. So while that sits for a second, I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Gania as my cream contour or cream bronzer. Okay, no, that's too light, I could tell. Let's try Cameroon. Okay. Alright, taking a brush and just blending this in, and this should blend out super easily. Ooh, I like that color. Yes. Yeah, see how easy it's blending out? Like, this looks good. Like, it's like just the right amount of warmth to like give me some dimension, but like without making me look harsh, you know? I'm blending this out. Yeah, see, there's more of the brightness that I prefer. And more of the coverage that I prefer under my... Yeah, you see how like now, how it looks a little bit more flawless? That is my personal preference. Alright guys, so here is the base of the look. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face, and then I'll be back to do my eyes. And I think I am going to use one of their shadow palettes as well. as well as the Nomad Palette. Honestly, I am quite obsessed with this palette. In my opinion, this is like the perfect fall palette. And these tones are just to die for. Like the matte shades blend out really nicely and easily. And this one here in the center, this metallic shade is, I don't even know what to say about it, because just look at how pretty it is. Like the pigment in it is insane, and I just like one swipe with your finger, pack it on, bomb. Okay, that's all I have to say. I am loving the color match here because I don't see a single line of demarcation. So that just goes to show you that Mozambique is definitely the color for me. So all in all, I do give the foundation, I'd say a 9 out of 10. I give it a 9 for the price point. I believe these are, I don't know the exact price and they're not on the flyer, but I do know for sure they are less than $20. They may be like $16, somewhere around there. But you know, go to Ulta and use your $3.50 coupon and save some coins. The coverage for the natural finish, I love the naturalness of it. Now, I'm not sure how this will last during the summertime, but I will say that for this time of year in particular, the fall and winter, these are great options. And of course, I have to give it a thumbs up for the shade range. I mean, you have 30 shades and they range from very light to deepest dark. So there's something for everybody, and I think that you should definitely go and check it out. So hope you guys enjoyed this review and tutorial. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.